Listen, God places people in your lives to help you. And you never know how they're going to help, but they help you. God has blessed me with a lovely wife. I'm going to start with my pastor first. He's blessed me with a wonderful pastor, a lovely wife, a beautiful family. He's placed me with guys like Kermit and my coach, Coach Perkins. I have a wonderful job for a boss that has been very instrumental in growing me and growing my relationship in business. Something that I did not have as a kid growing up in the projects there in Illerton Village. So I'm just tremendously blessed. I count every day as a blessing. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. I want to talk about winning every day, because that's what it's all about. It's about winning every day that you have an opportunity to set foot on this earth. When you get out of bed and plant your foot on this earth, God is giving you another day for a reason. I was up in New York this past weekend. Good friend of mine is one of the board members for the National Scholastic Sports Foundation. 45 years old. He's helped a tremendous amount of kids. Has about 121 kids that have made All-American in college. Sent several kids to the Olympics. We were there for the National New Balance Indoor Championship. Hoover High School, I was supporting them. My son and daughter also made the team and ran in a few races. But we had a long conversation on Sunday, the last day of the meet. And we were just talking about some of the things, and he was talking about how the crossplex, the indoor facility we have here, is gorgeous, and we need to get the NCAAs and the national events there. And we just had a long conversation, about 30, 40 minutes. I got a call last night at 12 o'clock from another young lady that works for the foundation. And she told me that he had just passed. Now, we had no idea that was going to happen. We just talked about getting together over the spring. And it hit me like this here, like a ton of bricks. So when I got up this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to everybody that I know I love that means something really important to me. I text my wife, told her everything good, love you, my sons, my daughters. I have 5 kids. And I just wanted to tell them I love them. Do that today. Text somebody, call somebody, and just tell them that somebody that's interminister to you, and tell them you love them. Because God gives you one day at a time. But you got to make the best of this day and do good. And do good. Count it. Winning every day. Count this day as a day that I'm going to win today. Yes, everything is not going to go as planned, but I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to continue to set these goals that's going to progress me for the next day. But I'm going to use the goals that I've set for today, and I'm going to accomplish them. And you know there's always going to be some obstacles that's going to get in the way. Brush them off and keep going. I tell people all the time, if you're on your way to Atlanta and you catch a flat, you don't get out and just stand by the car and just say, well, I got a flat, I can't get there. For some of you, you can just punch a button and say, somebody will come and help you with some road assistance. Or for some of us who just like to throw our manlyhood out there and say, yeah, I'm going to grab this jack, and I'm going to jack it up, and I'm going to put a spare on. But don't let something like a flat stop you from completing your day. Be positive. Prophesy your future. Say, it's going to be great.
I appreciate y'all being here. It means a lot to us. It means a lot to those we serve. To see that there's somebody that cares. Bobby kind of started off this sermon. Listen to me. That was kind of a sermon. It was something all in the year. Started off by talking about the impact and how he texted those that he loved. That it meant something. He had to say something to those that he loves and means something to him. Imagine if you never received one of those texts. Imagine if you had no one that was going to send you one of those texts. That is what some of our guys go through. That is what some of the homeless go through. They are forgotten by our society, forgotten by their families, if they have families. They're all out in the world by themselves. The number one reason why someone is homeless in Birmingham, Alabama, is because they do not have the support system. Something significant has happened within their lives within the last year. They've lost a job, they've developed some type of illness, sickness, they've lost a significant other, a spouse, a parent, somebody. Something's happened and they do not have that support system, that person that will text them and say, I love you. They're missing that. And that is why they come to the Firehouse Shelter. We are known as the last house on the block. The last place that you can get help. They'll tell you. When others won't take them, we will. No offense to my good brethren here at Salvation Army. Great organization as well. We appreciate their support. We appreciate being able to work with them. You heard Daryl talk about 93 cents out of every dollar we get goes directly to help our programs. We have a wide variety of programs aimed at getting people back on their feet. We give them that encouragement, that strength, not to stop. That strength to get out of the car, look in the trunk, find that jack, and fix that flat tire that's in their life. That's what we go about doing. Wide variety of programs, from reaching out on the street to the emergency shelter, to providing food, to providing housing, transitional, permanent housing, and transitional housing. And the one we're talking about today is our Safe Haven program. The funds from this event goes to help our Safe Haven program. Those are guys that are walking the streets, that you see them, that they may be mumbling to themselves, talking to themselves. Something's going on. They look disheveled. Something's happening in their lives. We reach out to them. It's the only safe haven in the state for homeless men. These guys have a serious mental illness, perhaps paranoid schizophrenia, bipolar, post-traumatic stress syndrome, a number of other kind of variety of illnesses that have become their obstacles. And we meet with them and we work with them day in, day out to overcome that obstacle. And those obstacles that have been placed in their life. We do simple things. Simply showing them you are loved and God loves you. Helping them get back on their feet and become active parts of our community once again. That's what we do. I can sit here and give you a long story and give you story after story about what happens and the lives that have been changed in our community because of the Firehouse Shelter.
All right. How y'all doing? I'm Michael John, recovering addict. I'm glad to be here today. It's a great honor for the Firehouse Shelter have helped me a long ways come this far. And the Housing of Safe Haven is a wonderful place to go. The staff is wonderful there. It's a great honor to be here today. And I moved on to permanent housing at Center Point, Birmingham, Alabama. And like I said, it is a great honor to be here today. I couldn't go without the Firehouse Shelter and my high powerful, a greater God. Thank y'all.
It's a pleasure to be in the midst of you all, and it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to share a little bit about my life. I just came from prison. I had did 10 years straight, and when I got out, I didn't have nowhere to go. And another brother told me about the Firehouse. So I went down to the Firehouse, and they accepted me. And from the Firehouse, they put me in a program called Safe Haven, where they do allow us to live They do allow us to get medical treatment. It's a very, very, very honorable program. I didn't have a stitch of clothes. Now I ain't got nowhere to put clothes. I got so many. It's maybe 35 to 40 men that stay there. We stay in an apartment complex, and we have beautiful staff in there. We have case management, where your case manager see you every week to see how you're doing, see how you're coming along, see as you progressing in what you're doing. And it's been a pleasure. They support us food. They kind of work our way to get back on living life on life terms. And it's been a blessing. It's been by the grace of God. And as the brother Bob was saying earlier, that you all makes that happen. And it's just, if you are supporting any kind of support towards the Firehouse, I want to thank you, and thank you very much.
Michael, and I get the fun job of asking you for money and support, and I'm not ashamed about it. When you believe in what you think is just a great cause, you are willing to dig into your pockets. And you're willing to go to any length. And you'll do this for your son. You'll do this for your daughter. You'll do this for a family member. And you'll even do it for a charity you don't even know much about if you believe that they're doing good work. And we do good work. We do good work in the community. We do work that nobody else wants to do.
It is a pleasure for me to be here today. I came over to support my player and good friend, Bobby. But I'm going to take back with me something a little bit more important. Because when I see the people, I hear the people, I see a need. So I'm going to go back a little bit more intelligent about what's going on here today. And I'm very grateful for that. And I will mail that envelope back with something in it. Thank you.